and welcome to the Best Damn Movie Show for September 3rd, 2014. I'm your host, Vincent LaSpada. Always joining me is the man that sits in the fourth row. From the fourth row, Dan Skip out. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, I'm doing great, Mr. LaSpada.
LaSpada. I want to welcome everybody to the show. And we just got done seeing Maze Runner.
Yeah, wow, it's a popular teen novel. You know, we're in that phase where it seems like every popular teen novel that comes out eventually gets bought up by the big wigs at either Lionsgate or 20th Century Fox or Warner Brothers or whoever, and no difference with the Maze Runner.
Now, you just looked up and there's going to be multiple books actually.
Yeah, there's from what I saw, there's 4 books, and each book is different than the last book from what I have gathered, and I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but if this does pretty good, rumor has it they're going to do a second one.
I don't see why it wouldn't. It's a teen movie. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's like Twilight, but it's in the same direction. There's books, you know, it's for teens.
Yeah, you know, it's a science fiction novel. It's got like a science fiction twist in it. These boys are sent up to this grassy, wooded area called the Glade, and they are meant to live there. And every month a new boy comes up the chute, and they live amongst each other until one boy named Thomas shows up. And
so now we found out who Thomas was when we were leaving the theater.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien is Thomas, and he wants to do things a little different.
And he's also in he's on the ABC show.
No, there's another kid in there. Oh God, I had his name on the tip of my tongue, and his name is Thomas Brody Sangster. He plays Pan in Once Upon a Time. Now, Dylan O'Brien plays Thomas in the movie, so don't get those two characters. And Will Poulter, you remember?
Will Poulter was from the We're the Millers.
Yeah, he was in We're the Millers. He was the one with the spider scene. You might remember him with the spider in his pants. He plays kind of a protagonist in this. It's got a really interesting concept, and I love the idea of the maze, and there's monsters in the maze, but I'm not going to really go into a whole lot of details in this movie, but I really enjoyed it. Kept me on the seat of my pants the entire movie, kind of scary.
No. Now, just picture this. I'm over here. I like to daze off a little bit sometimes when I see movies. You know, working all day, you get tired, and Skip over here is afraid of bugs. Big giant bugs.
Big bugs, yeah.
He's like this, oh, and I'm like, Skip, what are you doing, man? What's going on?
I was stomping my foot, remember?
I saw you go a couple times, and then I saw you go like this, and yeah. I'm like, gee, what's
it's very suspenseful. This movie is very suspenseful. Like I said, it will keep you on your tip of your toes or your edge of your seat.
Off the seat of your pants?
Whatever analogy you could use, this movie is good. Not a great plot, but the movie itself is so good that you don't really need that much of a plot, because the movie is that entertaining, in my opinion.
So what would you give this movie?
I'd give it a see it. I'd definitely give The Maze Runner a see it. I'd be interested to look forward to see what the critics say about it and how much money it makes. Remember, this is 2 weeks early. That's why we're trying not to get too much away.
It don't come out till September 19th. Today's September 3rd. So, a little over 2 weeks now we have?
Yeah, about 2 weeks away. So, we don't want to give too much spoilers on The Maze Runner. But I am interested to see what other critics and the fans. I'd love to see this become a franchise, because I'm really enjoyed this movie. Didn't you?
Yeah, and I think one thing that helped me out a lot with this was not to see the trailer. I did not see the trailer because I know when you see the trailer, it ruins it. A lot of movies that come out in the last couple weeks, the last couple months, you know, they put too much of the information, too much of the movie in the trailer, just like Turtles. I feel like Turtles was completely ruined because they put everything in there. I'm going to have to give this movie, I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That's pretty good for Vinny, because usually he doesn't give a lot of positive reviews.
This is before I made everybody in the theater outside hear my conversation, because I'm really loud. I talk really loud. I like to make jokes. I like to crack people up. And I had these two ladies, two older ladies, on the edge of their seat, just tell them about my reviews of what I've seen and what I thought about them.
Yeah, that's Vinny is the guy that gets people excited, or he gets them, okay, now I know not to go see that movie based on your funny review or whatever.
But I'm gonna put up the Maze Runner trailer up on the bestdaymovieshow.com for everybody to check out. Comes out September 19th. If you don't want to see it, don't see it. For the trailer, if you want to see the trailer, go ahead. I'll have it up there for you to see. But when we come back on the Best Day Movie Show, we're going to get into some movie news, so stick around. You're watching the Best Day Movie Show right here on YouTube.com. The man that sits in the fourth row, from the fourth row, Dan Skip Allen.
Hey, how's it going, Vinny? How y'all doing out there? And
How y'all doing?
And
Cut.